Another capability that we have with Smart Gladiator is image enable your supply chain. I mean, it's nothing but, it might sound fancy, image enabling your supply chain. What the hell it means, right? It's nothing but, now in our personal life, right? We are constantly taking pictures and sharing those pictures with our friends, family, and coworkers. It's our way of life now, because pictures are worth 1,000 words. It's just so easy to communicate. And when you want to show proof, when you want to show a person something, it's just so easy to communicate with pictures. So that's all it means. I mean, you can incorporate pictures in any step of your supply chain execution process, planning process, whatever it is, right? So you can do that with Smart Gladiator. I mean, we actually had a relatively primitive app. We'll just take pictures and upload to a on-premise server, and people can access that server and look at the pictures and just see what that is. But actually, we were approached by a big third-party logistic company, and they said, hey, we want to take it to the next level, and we want to put all these pictures in cloud, so we can share it with anybody. I mean, it could be internal representatives, account executives, operations managers, or external vendors. I mean, external customers, external third-party service providers. So we basically expanded that capability, and we can take pictures anywhere in your supply chain execution process, in your supply chain planning process. It could be in your transportation process, in your distribution process. Anywhere you can take those pictures and upload it to the cloud and make it available to anybody that's relevant to that process. It could be a customer, vendor, any other partner, for whoever it is. So it just gives a lot of capabilities in terms of showing proof as to, hey, you did your job right. For example, if a shipping manager is shipping products from his DC, he can show, hey, here is the condition of the shipment when it left our facility. It's perfect. I mean, we shrink wrapped it perfectly, we loaded it perfectly, and when it left our facility, it looked great. Same thing, if a driver is dropping off a load at a customer site, he can show, hey, I dropped off this load, and here is the picture of the load when it left my truck, and when I dropped off from my truck and into your dock door, or when they handed it over to the lumpers, they can take a picture and even include GPS coordinates to show that, hey, this is the location that it was dropped off. Now the driver has a proof to show that, hey, he did his job right. So what does that mean? That means you can avoid many freight claims, for insurance purposes, right? It just it's a major, very powerful tool for third-party logistic companies, because these 3PLs operate under very low margin, and they have very tough requirements. So it's very important to show their customer that, hey, we did our job right. We fulfilled our responsibility. We met the requirements that we signed up for, and we did our job right. And in general, it could be taken in, it could be used in any place, right? In a warehouse, let's say, a warehouse supervisor is doing a Gemba walk, doing a review of the overall facility, or documenting an accident scenario, or looking at documenting every single load that's leaving the facility, or any other miscellaneous reasons, or a messed up location, or a messed up shipment that showed up at the receiving dock. Anything can be documented with this capability and all uploaded to the cloud, and that is sitting there for a long time, right? It's not that, today what happens is people have these tools, but they are either using one of the employees' personal mobile devices, or one of the employees something else, or they have this old school camera where they take it and then they take the memory card and insert it in the computer, and then it takes a long time to store the pictures at the right folders, and then it's not available when it needs to be shared, or when it's really needed for freight claim reason or insurance purposes or whatever reason, and it's not available at the time, or the employee that did all this left, or some temp worker did this and nobody knew what happened to those pictures. So now this is all available in the cloud, and anybody can access it. And different hierarchy levels can be set up. A manager can look at it, or the site level user can look at it, or the network level user can look at it, or the corporate level user can look at it, right? All this can be done with this very powerful tool called LoadProof that we have, which is works really well with the Smart Gladiator mobile technology that we sell. That's something is one of the best practice that can be implemented in the warehouse. That's called image enabling your supply chain. It might sound fancy. All it is like how we constantly take pictures in our daily life, right, with any mobile device that we have. Similarly, you guys can download that app into your Apple or Android device and then take pictures and then upload that to a cloud-based repository and make that available, for anyone that needs to look at those pictures. And it's sitting there for a long time. It's not lost, and it's all, organized hierarchically, cataloged, and it's available for a long time. That's another best practice you could implement and save plenty of, dollars for your organization.